Yoma Daf Chof Hey. We're going to read a number of emails quickly. The first one is from Costa Rica. RPG Baz Greenberg. He says, thank you very much, and my neshama enjoys indescribably the extraordinary way you present the daf. Where were you when I studied in my yeshiva years? Kol hakavod, humbly, RPG from Costa Rica. The second one is from Hanan Ashendorf. He says that the Chevra in New York are getting together once a month, and it's going to be this Motzei Shabbos for Melava Malka, and to watch the shir live together and to review the previous shir on Motzei Shabbos. That's in the 5 towns. And Menachem Handelsman says, thank you for your shir. Has been amazing finishing Psachim and Shkolim. First siyum I've made in about 16 years. Mazel tov. I really appreciate the kaviyos and the change in me and in my whole family. Menachem Handelsman. Unbelievable. Alright, let's get to Yoma Daf Chofei. The Gemara tells us, we're talking about the lottery. According to Rabbi Nachman, all the Kohanim wore regular weekday clothes. Otherwise, if they were wearing Bigdei Kodesh, the strong fellow would come along, he's already dressed, he'd grab it and he'll do the Trumas Hadeshin. Rav Shesha says no, it has to be that they were all wearing Kodesh clothes, because otherwise, if they were wearing Chal, maybe he'd run and do the mitzvah without putting on the Bigdei Kodesh, would be so excited. And the Mishnah says, after the lottery, they gave them over to Shamish, and the Shamish would remove all their clothing and just have the trousers left, the trousers of Kodesh. Rav Sheshes explains that we're talking about those who lost the lottery. We take off all their Kodesh clothing besides the trousers, and after they wear their clothing, then they're able to take off the trousers as well. Rav Nachman explains that no, it's referring to the one who wins the lottery. But since the trousers, the mechnasayim, you have to wear first, so what you do is you wear the mechnasayim underneath. They used to wear robes, so first you put on the kodesh mechnasayim, then you remove all the weekday clothing, and then you put on the rest of the big day kodesh. Rav Sheshes proves from the Brisa, because it says in the Brisa that there was a chamber called Lishkas Hagazis. It was beautiful, it was tall, it was like a palace, and one of the elders would sit in the west, and the lottery took place in the northern part of the Lishkas Hagazis, and the elder would take off one of the hats of the Kohanim, and that's where they would start the lottery from. So you see they were wearing the hats, the Bigdei Kodesh. And Rav Nachman says no, you could bring a hat that your mother made, which is chayil. We're going to see a little bit more about it later. You could only do a avodah of a yachid with it. Maybe it is kadosh, but you could do only a malacha of a yachid. Abaye says, you see from this brayso that this Lishkas Hagazis was half, 50% chayil, 50% kodesh. Why? Because otherwise, how did the elders sit? You're not allowed to sit in the Beis HaMikdash unless you're a melech David, and you can't do the lottery in the chayil. It has to be kodesh. So it has to be 50-50. How do you make a room 50-50? By making 2 doors. When the door is open to the kodesh, the room becomes kodesh. The door is open to the chayil, becomes chayil. Since you have one door open to chayil, one door open to kodesh, it's 50-50. The Gemara tells us, the Mishnah says, the second pious, the second lottery, was to see which 13 Kohanim will win the lottery. And the Brisa explains, you do one lottery, and the 12 Kohanim that are next to the one that won, to his right, they're the ones that also win. What do you win in the lottery? One Kohen wins the Shchita, the next one's Zrika. Now Zrika, the one who sprinkles the blood, he's also the one who does the avodah of Kabbalah's dam. And we're not concerned that perhaps, since he's so excited about the mitzvah, he might run and do the Zrika before he's able to even be makabel all the dam nefesh. We're not concerned. But it's not the person that does Shchita that does Kabbalah. Because we see that Ben Katan was a Kohen Gadol, he added to the Kiyar 12 faucets, that all 12 Kohanim should do it. Now, according to this, if the Sheikhet has to do also Kabbalah, he should have made 13 faucets. There's 13 Avodas. But since Shechita could be done by Yisrael, and he doesn't do Kabbalah, he didn't do a faucet for him. And we see a version of the Brisa that says the one that did the Kabbalah, he also did the Zrika, so it's one and the same. We continue on. The lottery is to clean out the Mizbech HaPnimi, to clean out the Menorah. Who's going to bring up the limbs onto the Kevish, halfway up the Kevish? So according to this Mandam, we're going to see 5 shitas, the Mandam and the Mishnah. It goes in order of the size of the Aver. The larger the better. Now, the head and the right foot, everybody agrees that goes up on the Mizbeach first. Because it says in the Pasuk, Roisha Upidroi, and it says it twice. Second time to teach us the peder is a blanket of fat. You take that blanket of fat and you cover the place of the shechita as you bring up the roish onto the mizbech. Now the roish is made mainly of bones, so therefore we always add the right leg so that it adds meat. Then goes the two front hands that goes together with the shoulder. The oiketz is the tail that goes together with the left regel. The breast, the chaza, gera goes together with the kana, kaved, and leiv. And then you do the two dafnois, the two flanks, kravayim, the innards, soilas. The kohen brings up the fine flour, and then the chavidi kohen gadol is what the kohen gadol brings every day, a mincha, and then yain. There's another 4 shittas. Rabbi Yeshua says it goes in order of how an animal walks. So you have the chazagera, the two yadayim, the two tfanos, the oiketz, regel small. Rabbi Yossi says the exact opposite. It's how you skin an animal. You hang it on his leg and it goes in reverse. And Rabbi Kiva says it goes the way you chop it up. So it's the yadayim, chaza, gera, dafnois, oiketz, regel small. Rabbi Yossi Aglili says it goes by how good the steak is, how fatty it is. So it goes chaza, gera, dafnois, oiketz, regel small, and yadayim. Have a wonderful day.